This is the world terminus. For those of you who don't know what that means, this will be... You will be able to go into what is considered a heartless portal to the various worlds that have been in the game. That first one was meant for Destiny Islands, but since the world no longer exists, we can proceed. As you can see here, we're in Traverse Town now, and we'll be fighting pretty much bog standard Heartless here. Nothing too grand, nothing too spectacular. And since we are in pretty much what is considered a gauntlet of fighting Heartless, at least for the next few minutes, I can make up for all of those blunders I had during the Hades Cup, where I was trying to do some more Q&A answers, because I still keep getting a lot of questions from you guys, and I do feel bad that I can't answer all of them. So for the time being, at least for the next few world terminuses, I am going to be reading some of these questions off for you guys. So, I think this first one should be Wonderland. And let me pull up some of these questions. Alright, so I have one here from... Obviously, because I'm not giving out... They don't give out... Sometimes they don't give out names, sometimes they give their YouTube names and all that. I don't feel comfortable giving out YouTube names, so for the sake of argument, I will just read them as anonymous, like I've been. What are your thoughts on the new Harry Potter series? I have no real thoughts on Harry Potter. It's not something I really get into with you guys, but, like, I'm really not the biggest Harry Potter guy out there. So, like, when you see or hear, like, someone will be like, oh, why don't you go to Universal, or why don't you do this? I'm like, I don't have, it's not the gumption, I guess it's sort of gumption, but I don't have the desire, if you will, to go to the Harry Potter world, because frankly, Harry Potter was that phase I'm just kind of sort of done with. If you guys want to enjoy it, that's fine with me. I don't judge anybody who's done something. Hi, Hades. But no, like I said, it doesn't really do anything for me, so I'm probably not going to watch any of it. But if you're asking me if I have an opinion on who they've cast, not really. Like, I know some of you are probably sitting there going like, oh, why don't you... Like, maybe you have an opinion on, like, oh, John Lithgow's gonna be Dumbledore, and it's like, cool, I don't care. Also, we're not gonna talk about one of the big reasons why I stopped watching Harry Potter, and that being the author, being a slumlord of a human being, but we're not talking about that. So, we're just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Ooh, actually, this one actually has some resonance to a post I made a couple of days ago when I was asking you guys about ideas. So, congratulations to whichever one of you it was that guessed it, because it's, have you considered doing a compilation video about, like, certain eras in Disney movies? Now, you guys may not even remember this because this post was made in May, and this is more than likely going up in September or October. Knowing how we do this Throwback Thursday thing. But, but no, I made a post recently about potentially other compilations that I might make. So some of them might be, oh, I might do an all amusement park. I might do an all Disney parks one. So I'll do, like, from the European ones, I'll do Euro Disneyland's commercials, and the Space Mountain one. That was, I think it was on the European release of The Lion King for the original Space Mountain, which I really wish I could have been on before they nerfed it. But one of the ones that everybody was excited for was the potential, was potentially me doing a one for, like, eras, like the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the Dark Age, the Renaissance, stuff like that. Now, before I say what I want to say about that, I would like to point out one thing, and that is the fact that really, if I do that, I'm sticking specifically to VHS releases, because I know with some of my ones, like the one where I did for all the Aladdin stuff, I specifically, I want to get that. Come on. I know we have a ton of these gems, but did it get blown up? It did, or did we get it? Did we miss it? Did we not get the? Oh my God, that's so stupid. It's gonna explode. Okay. I'm gonna be doing. I know for some of them I use DVD trailers and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be focusing almost entirely on the videos, like the VHSs. So if I do and something like, say, the Little Mermaid, something like, say, the Golden Age, I'm gonna be focusing on their video previews. And yes, like I did with the classics, I might use some from European ones in case they fit well with what I wanted to do, like that Fantasia one or something like that. But I am going to keep it mostly to VHS, so I'm not going to add like the Platinum editions for the later Platinum editions, or the Diamond editions, or the Signature editions, or whatever the hell Disney's cooking out now. I imagine they're not cooking anything out now because, well, we know Disney knowing, what to call it. They're focused on Disney Plus. Speaking of which, I think that should lead us into the next question I have here. You mentioned that you've been watching a bunch of anime on Disney Plus. Have you considered My Hero Academia? I have not considered My Hero Academia, and the reason for that is, well, I'm still watching other anime. I'm a very slow watcher. Leave me alone. I gotta do a lot. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing here right now. I'm recording this. I'm editing videos. I'm recording and editing tons of videos here. Oh, we really can't fly. It is the end of the world. We're not capable of flight in this game yet. Come in here, eat up the pirates. Should be good. But no, I have not caught up on a lot of the animes I've been told to watch yet. It took me longer than I'd care to admit to say that I did not finish Sword Art Online. And there's only like 20 episodes to that. It's not even like they're like 21-hour episodes. They're like 22-minute episodes. That is Goofy's strongest shield in terms of attack. But, as you can see, yeah, no. We're gonna just let Goofy keep his defender. Since apparently this game does not want me to let him have the Save the Queen one. Where? There we are. Jump up here. We should lead us into this room. And I think that's all the Heartless in here. But no, it took me a lot longer than I care to admit that I've just finished Sword Art Online. Only to find out there's like 100 other ones I have not seen yet. Sword Art Online 2, I've heard of, but apparently it's got a very mixed reputation among the community. And then Alicization I have heard of, and I've heard a lot of bad things about, so I don't know if I'm going to 100% go through all that. I did just finish DBZ Kai. Yes, I had not watched DBZ Kai in its entirety to that point. I think because when they did the final chapters was just when I had just started doing overnight, so I couldn't watch them anyway. I couldn't watch, you know, what's it called anymore. I couldn't watch, like, shows late at night anymore. So, like, that's probably the reason why I didn't get any of that. I didn't see any of DBZ tied past the Cell Saga. I know they did the final chapters, or whatever the hell they're calling them, but they did the Boo arc. And I'll be honest, like I said, I'm not at all a big fan of the Boo arc, and what is with this arc? What is with this emblem, the Heartless emblem here? It's blocking a potential path. There could be treasures down there. Oh, well, whatever. Alright. First things first, grab this treasure. It's gotta be something good. It's an elixir. Beautiful. Wow, I have a lot of garbage items. Okay. Let's put them away. Donald. You can have all these potions if you want. And some ethers, because why not? Goofy. You have all these high potions, because we have a lot of high potions. As for me, I'll stick with some elixirs. And 2 high potions. Just to help Goofy get rid of the high potions. But no, I have not been able to start a show yet, so... the minute I get an opportunity to watch My Hero Academia, I will. Because I've heard a lot of good things about it. Just that it's a little hard to get into at first. Alright. Ones born of the heart and darkness, devoid of hearts, ravage all worlds and bring desolation. Seize all hearts and consummate the greater heart. All hearts to be one heart to encompass all. Realize the destiny, the realm of kingdom hearts. The great darkness sealed within the great heart. Progeny of darkness, come back to the eternal darkness. For the heart of light shall unseal the path. 7 hearts, 1 keyhole, 1 key to the door. The door of darkness tied by 2 keys. The door of darkness to seal the light. None shall pass but shadows returning to the darkness. Ones born of the heart and darkness, hunger for every heart until the dark door opens. And they thought themselves hot shit, these writers, didn't they? And we can read it all as many times as we want, at least for the next few seconds, because, as you'll see, when you leave here, the portal to Hollow Bastion disappears. What is in that portal, you might be asking? Well, jump in and find out. I don't know whose idea it was to put Chernabog here, but oh my god, was that a fantastic idea. After all, Chernabog is the being of supreme darkness, so yeah, it makes sense. Chernabog is... he's a hard hitter. I will say that about him. His attacks do a ton of damage, that's why I jumped for defense immediately. But it's really kind of just like the Ursula fight, but with a lot less frantic attacks and dodging. I'd say Ursula was a lot more of a challenge here. He can sometimes push you away with wind. His main attacks, of course, are the fire breath and the what's it called? Making the volcano erupt and creating these little ghost things. No, there's really like nothing outstanding about it, but just in general, for just a design aesthetic, fighting Chernabog right before you take on the rest of the world is fantastic. It's like having him as a master guardian of darkness is just such a good idea for them. It's a shame because Chernabog is one of the least utilized Disney villains out there. Like, he shows up and does the Bald Mountain stuff in like a lot of his cameos and stuff, but he wasn't even in the Fantasia minigame. That's the messed up part. He was not even in the Fantasia video game. He could have been a super boss or something like that, but no, they didn't do it. Oh yeah, it's the shared ability. So now instead of normal gliding, we can super glide. So what about that? Do I have any abilities I really want to tag on right now? Not really. Yeah, not really. I'll be brutally honest, not really. Alright, so we'll head down here into the volcano. It's like we're chasing Chernabog. Float all the way down. I don't know why we can suddenly fly here, like we did in Neverland, but you know what? I don't make the rules. I don't care. As you can see here, we're in a graveyard now. I've been looking for years to know if these are like supposed to be references, but I can't really find many references. Like, obviously the thorns would probably be reminiscent of Maleficent, but I'm looking for like these buildings in other Disney movies, and I'm not really seeing many. Like, I remember someone told me that this looked like that tavern, a bit like that tavern from Pinocchio, but I'm like, I don't really see it in here. I don't even know what the hell this would be reminiscent of. Got more pillars here. I guess this would be like the pastoral area from Fantasia. Yeah, this definitely looks like it'd be from Fantasia. I don't know what the hell that would be. But this definitely looks like that area from Fantasia. At least a Fantasia world in Dream Drop Distance. But no, I've been hearing a lot of things, like they're supposed to be able to see worlds here. Like, that's supposed to be the castle from Sleeping Beauty. And, like, there's even supposed to be, like, a Pride Rock somewhere in here. That's supposed to be the creepy trees from Snow White. And I'm like, I need like actual proof before I believe something like that. Like, that at least looks kind of like the castle from Sleeping Beauty, so I could accept that. But like other things, I need like the actual proof before I say anything. Let's see. I don't think that's supposed to be anything. Just gnarled trees and shit. Yeah, but there's just been like so many references, and they're like subtle, or they don't really have guaranteed proof. I like to have proof of things before I settle off and do things. Oh, you piece of shit! Well, that was very rude of you, Behemoth.
This is it.
Holy shit, that gravity thing is just broken on this guy. At least it was broken on him. Holy shit, that did like a whole bar of his health.
See ya. See ya. See ya.
Alright, he does not want to have the same issues his friend had, clearly.
Take that.
And boom. There you go. I fall. He didn't drop anything. That's interesting. Alright, this is a gauntlet. In order to break through, you have to take on every single Heartless that comes your way. They're predominantly going to be, I think it's actually all Dark Balls, the Angel Stars, and the other fuckers, the swords. I don't remember their names. Future me, do you want to edit the names in, or just leave me hanging again as usual? These fuckers. I still want to know, did the Heartless create the swords, or did they just find swords and be like, you know what the hell, I want that sword? I'm deeply curious. Like, they're like, actually, that's the same question could be asked for the bandits and the pirates in Neverland. Like, did they just make the swords, or I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Oh, we got a high potion. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, we're almost done already. Wow. This session might be over faster than I thought it would be. I would like a few more pieces of Gale, though, game. So if you don't mind... I mean, if I have to go to level 90, I guess I will, but it kind of defeats the purpose since I'm going to basically just curb stomp Ansem by that point. But I do really want the ultimate weapon. Like, that is like... Ooh, there's a piece back there. We gotta go grab it. I don't care about the door falling open. I want that Gale. Gale! It's like everybody that said Katniss should get with Gale. All like 3 people. Alright, this is the final rest. The last area of the game for us before we encounter the final boss. Now, before we do that, of course, there is something I want to see. Can I make some of those things that needed Gale? Or am I going to have to do a lot more bouncing around? Because fortunately I have stuff to do in the final recording session, but I do want to see and gauge where I might be in those regards. So let's see. Alright, Moogles. Now, let's see. We can make the Mega Elixir and the Dark Matter, which is good. So we'll go with the Dark Matter first. And then Mega Elixir. Okay. So we still need Mithril Stones, some Orichalcum, definitely some Serenity Power, and some Lucid Gems. Really? Alright. So the Serenity Powers we get from those things, which I don't remember how we're going to be able to beat now. Well, I'm going to have to figure out how to get them to consistently show up in the Tarzan world, or I'm going to have to do them in the Little Mermaid world. Orichalcum we should be able to buy. Mithril Stones we get from those things in Agrabah. Lucid Gems should be regular monsters in Halloween Town. And then, what's the other one you need? Serenity Power. Okay. Serenity Power is the same as those other things. Okay. I gotta get a bunch of those to drop then. Okay. So, the plan is, I am not gonna record again until probably tomorrow. And that is when we finish up the game. For pretty much the rest of this night, I am going to go ham on acquiring all of the necessary things I have to get. I'm going to be hunting down these Heartless like they're sports. I think these guys sell Orichalcum. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, let's see. Do you sell it? Do you sell what the Rock is cooking? You do. Okay, I need more money though. Alright, so I am going to get all of the money. I am going to get all of the bitches. I am going to give out my best possible effort to get you guys the ultimate weapon. If I cannot do it, I apologize, but believe me, I am trying my best. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64, and join me next time when we finally wrap up Kingdom Hearts 1. Until we meet again, sayonara.